Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for May 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in this month of May, and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages may be coming from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Cancer, now on to your May 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. So the first card you have, Cancer, is the Sun. And you have three major arcana cards in your reading for May, which those hold more weight, significance, and prominence. So this Sun card can represent feeling joyous, happy, free. It could also be a birth of a child or the spotlight being on you. It could also indicate success in the material world. In some way, size, shape, or form, Cancer, you're revitalizing yourself. You're revitalizing your energy. It could be through vitamins and supplements. It could be through herbal tinctures or other kind of remedies. It could be through foods and things you're eating, or exercise, or a combination of all of these things. I feel some of you are watching what you're eating, and I get that you're feeling better and looking better. If you have a business or in your work life in some way, I get you branching out. If you work for another business or company, you may branch out on your own with a sideline business. That could be possible for some of you. This could also be, if you own your own business, you may decide you want to branch out and expand that business. And my guides are saying you're going to learn a lot from your predecessors. So if this is at a job that you're in, the people that have had the same job as you or are higher up on the hierarchy at your job and maybe had your job previously, you're going to learn a lot from them. If you own your own business and this is you branching out, you could learn a lot from other people that have done similar businesses to you and how they managed to be successful. So either way, whether you own your own business or whether you work for another business or company, learning from your predecessors and applying those principles and becoming more successful in whatever way you're branching out. And you may feel that it's important for you in May, and maybe in April it could have been, maybe in June or beyond, but in May, you may feel like it's important for you to demonstrate your talents, your skills, your knowledge, your abilities extra strongly for some reason. Maybe you're up for review, or maybe you're trying to attract new clients and customers. I don't know the reason. It feels like somebody's watching, or you need to grab somebody's attention. And this, I'm not saying you're not always demonstrating your knowledge, your talent, your skills. You probably are. But it's like an extra emphasis on it in May. If you're good at replacing and repairing or troubleshooting things, you may be very strongly doing that, but demonstrating it to other people so they can do those things. That's highly likely for some of you Cancers. Now, if you had thought of starting a YouTube channel or something else online where you are showing people how to do something, fix something, make something, troubleshoot in some area, you would be very successful at that if you implement it in May. So the next card you have in your reading, Cancer, is the Four of Cups, and this is ruminating, going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worryment, worrying about the past. This could there could be some kind of blessing or opportunity coming to you that if you may not notice it because you're ruminating and going within in your mind too much. So make sure you're not getting too wrapped up in the, the mouse running around the wheel in your head. I do feel some of you are going to get offered a job out of the blue. Now, this could have been a job that you applied to a long time ago and you thought, I've never heard from them. That's over. And then bam, here they are out of the blue. This could be also, you could be just going about your day. Maybe you didn't apply for a job and somebody's like, hey, I like the cut of your jib, Cancer. I'd like to offer you a job and hire you. So it could be unexpected in that regard. Some of you are having worries about how much money you've spent recently. This could be paying your taxes. Maybe you owed a lot in taxes. It could be money you had to spend recently for other things that you purchased, but worrying about money you have spent comes up here. And you may feel like, I got to get back in motion. Something's got to kickstart me here. So some of you may feel like you've gotten too sedentary or too sluggish. That could be your physical body with physical exercise, but it could also be in a sense of maybe you need to do yard work. Maybe you need to do house cleaning, you clean your home. Maybe it's paperwork and things you need to do. You may feel like, I've been lazy or slacking in here and there, but I need motivation. I need something to kickstart me or motivate me to do it. I feel that some of you Cancers will be pondering those things in May. You may even feel like if you wanted to start a YouTube channel or some other channel or something online, especially where it comes to fixing things, keep that in mind. Maybe you're good at fixing machinery, or you're good at fixing I don't know, things in finances. I don't know what, but I see you pondering. Another thing that comes up is what you're ruminating about is, am I able to do it? Can I actually follow through with it? Do I have what it takes to do it? And this could even be if you have to teach a class, a webinar, or give a seminar, webinar, make a speech, teach any kind of class or anything like that. If that's in the offing for you, you may be, or like I said, if you're going to start a channel, and especially if it's about fixing things, because that keeps coming up here for you, you're going to be pondering like, do I have what it takes? Can I do it? And don't be surprised in May, it's going to be very strongly indicated that you could receive downloads of information when you're sleeping from your spirit guides. So don't be surprised if you wake up and in the morning you're like, I have all this knowledge, or wow, I got these great ideas, or great idea for a business, or great idea for a creative project, or great idea for something else. And it may actually be coming from your spirit guides, and maybe even your deceased loved ones could be downloading this and influencing you when you're asleep, and then you wake up with these brilliant and innovative projects and ideas and thoughts. So the next card in your reading for May is the Star. Look, you got another major arcana card. You had the Sun, now you got the Star. You got another one coming up here that's a biggie too. So the Star is like spiritual blessings, answered wish or an answered prayer. your spirit guides, the angels, God, whatever you believe, hears your prayers and is giving you some kind of spiritual blessing. Some of you are attaining some kind of high financial status, or you're moving up in the world in your status. Usually, I feel like what they're implying is in relation to money or the place where you live. And it could be the money you're earning. Maybe you got a promotion or a raise or a bonus or something, but moving up in your status, especially in regard to money and finances, comes up for some of you Cancers. And you are going to have some magnificent ideas. And I get you thinking, oh my God, this is awesome. I can literally turn dust into gold. So remember what I said in this card about the downloads from your spirit guides. You may think these are your own ideas. I'm not saying you're not bright enough to come up with these ideas yourself, but if your spirit guides are like, is Cancer going to do this yet? Like, what? Hello? Like, hello, Cancer. Come on. Like, get with the program. Okay, you're not doing it yet? Okay, so we're going to put the ideas in your head. You're going to have some really great ideas. If you haven't gotten them in April, it could very well be happening in May, or it could happen later on, because that's the nature of psychic readings, where these ideas, you could get a great idea for something to invent or something to troubleshoot or fix things. It could be a new diet. It could be some kind of medicine or remedy or something else that people want and need right now. And you're like, nobody's really talking about this, or I've only heard it fringingly talked about over here. But if I implement this, I'll be like cutting edge. Like, you're going to have some kind of brilliant idea. And if it's not that dramatic, although it is the Star card, if it's not that dramatic, it could be something where you get some like great ideas that are just going to work out for you and make your life easier. And if you share it with others through a business you do or something, it will make other people's lives easier as well. And anything you do that's a showing is going to pay off for you. So if you have an art exhibit or showing of artwork, or if it's a home you're trying to sell and you're having a showing, or if it's like maybe you're having something else, like some kind of an estate sale. But I get the words showing. It will work out for you, and you get some kind of money from that. So like maybe you're going to do a showing of things you've created, or a showing of products you want to sell, or a showing of your talents or skills in some way, or a showing of your environment or home or an object like a car or a boat or something else, and you have some kind of showing, it's going to sell and you'll do well. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. The fourth card you have in your reading for May, Cancer, is the Page of Swords, and this is an air sign person. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an air sign. It could also be you if you're born on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. And if it is a messenger, because pages can be messengers, this would be a message about wisdom, knowledge, truth. some of you are going to be catching up with somebody that you haven't talked to for a while or haven't been in touch with for a while. And they may even ask you to spend the night at their house or to go on some kind of trip. So something could ensue from you reconnecting with them, something that happens thereafter. You look at them, I feel for most of you, like you feel like this air sign person is comical and witty. And they look at you like you have determination, you have drive, and a strong will to succeed. This could also be like maybe you have a relative or a friend that lives in a different area, because I also hear they may ask you to come stay with them. So like, I'm going to use the United States as an example. I'm in New Jersey. Maybe you have a friend that lives in New Mexico. And they say, hey, you know what? Why don't you come visit, come stay, and maybe you're going to travel around and see other things, but they're going to invite you to stay. Like something like that could come up for you. Or maybe they're not that far of a distance away, maybe even closer, but still. For some of you, this could be a child to you or an adult that is diligently trying to prove themselves to you. It could be one of your kids. It could be an assistant. If you have an assistant at work, or somebody that you've hired that wants to prove themselves or climb up the ladder of success. It could be a grandchild. I don't know who it is to you, but for some of you, it's somebody that wants to prove themselves to you. And I feel really the strongest feelings are either it's a family member to you or somebody that is a new hire or an assistant or a new hire at a job. It feels to me like it's one of those two things. So you got to sort it out who this Page of Swords is for you, because there was a couple different possibilities there. So your last card in the reading for May, here is your other major arcana card, Cancer, the Judgment card. So this is, what do we think about a situation? How do we feel about things? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down, and how does it affect everyone involved? Some of you are going to say, I'm bringing about change, I'm moving. Or I'm bringing about change, I'm leaving. So you may be telling family and friends and maybe coworkers, depending on what you're leaving, whether you're leaving a job or you're leaving a living situation, you may be letting them know, hey, I'm moving or I'm leaving. And I feel that if you're one of the Cancers that's doing that, there is going to be disappointment about that. There's people that are going to be they're going to be disappointed about your leaving. I don't feel like they're like, yay, they're going to be disappointed. Some of you may even feel like you need to tell your story about your background and where you came from and what your experiences were. So you could be writing a book or writing a blog or creating a video, or maybe you're just sharing this information with someone new that doesn't know about your background, your history, where you came from, what happened to you in your life. If you have a business or if you're in a working situation, you could have a new client or customer that comes in and gives you some valuable insights and information in May. It could have to do with communications, like how you give and receive communications. So it could have something to do with, could be technology of some sort. Could be your phone, could be on the computer. I don't know what it is per se. Some of you may be telling your bosses, I need to take a leave of absence. Some of you may be, maybe some of you are pregnant. and you need to take maternity leave, or because I feel for some of you, you're making this announcement of leaving in some form or fashion. And for some of you, I feel it's moving. For some of you, I feel you're leaving your job and you're going to a different job, but I feel like you're leaving the area. For some of you, it feels to me like you're making an announcement like, I need a leave of absence because, and then the because fill in the blanks, but I feel some of you it could be due to maternity leave or some other reason. Maybe you need surgery or something of that nature. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Cancers to work with, use, and wear in the month of May of 2023, you got sodalite. And sodalite is a powerful stone, it's a healing stone, and it's a lucky stone. Sodalite brings order and calms the mind. It encourages rational thought, truth, intuition, and objectivity. It stimulates endurance, and it's good for bringing mental clarity and rational thought. Sodalite also enhances self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-trust, and promotes peace and harmony. Wow, this little stone, this little sodalite really handles a lot of things. It's a stone that's going to make you feel like you're in a better frame of mind. It's going to calm your mind. It's going to make you feel like you're more positive and in a better frame of mind. If you are wearing this stone or carrying it on your person when you're working or throughout your day, it's going to help you complete the things you need to do. It's going to help you, like, motivate you, give you that kind of stick to it kind of energy. It's also going to help you to assimilate new knowledge. So if you have to do any studying or learning anything new of any kind for any reason, if you're wearing sodalite or carrying it while you're doing this studying and learning and educating, like if you're taking a class or a webinar or studying on your own, if you're wearing it or carrying it, it's going to help you assimilate and retain that information. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, the most recently recorded links I post down below in the description box in the Show More section, and they're also listed on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You can there go to the videos page and scroll down and see all the video series I've used, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and whatever video heading you want, you just click on whichever zodiac sign you want under that heading, and that link will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. Now, the most recently recorded video series, I'm going to mention them here. My first is, of course, the Psychic Crystal readings for May 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. It's a continuation or an expansion of these psychic tarot readings I do here at the beginning of the month on YouTube, and I cover a variety of topics, like everything I can think of to look into. It's condensed into these videos. So if you want to see, you know, your love life, your family life, your health, work, money, these things are covered in crystal readings. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. My other most recently recorded videos are the career and finance, psychic tarot, and crystal readings. They go out 12 to 18 months. The start date of these videos is April of 2023, and they go until the beginning of October of 2024. Also, my eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 20th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings are available also on Vimeo. These are very detailed readings. I highly recommend, if you've never watched any of the eclipse videos, to do so. Many people find they really speak to them, and you may also find they speak to you. There's a lot of things going on there. Tarot, crystal, oracle card, you got to check it out. I tell you what's ending for your sign, what's beginning for your sign, what's the blessing for your sign, and what's the karmic lesson for your sign. And in addition to, that's what the tarot cards are covering, and then the crystal and the oracle card. So if you can do so, I highly recommend watching both your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so in that video series. Also, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023 psychic tarot and oracle card readings. As I've said before, a lot of times when I hear in these videos and I'm listening to my guides, I think, well, that might be new, but how lucky is it? A lot of times these things that sound like, okay, it's new, but where's the luck here? You may find it's lucky for you later. However, in this video series, for most of the signs, not all, I felt like, wow, these sound lucky right off the bat, like you don't have to wait for the luck. So you might want to check out those What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. Also, my Saturn in Pisces psychic tarot and crystal readings. They start in March of 2023 and they go out 2.5 to 3 years in time. So hopefully you'll check them out. These predictions, they're going to keep going. So you might want to see how Pisces, how Saturn in Pisces will be affecting you. And again, if you can watch both your rising sign and your sun sign, I recommend it. But you know, some people say their moon sign resonates with them in these readings. I'd go by whatever resonates with you on my YouTube readings. That's what you should get in the Vimeo readings. So also, big love readings for singles and couples for 2023. First half of the readings are going to focus on the single people of your sign. The second half of the reading focuses on the coupled people of your sign. However, I recommend watching the entire video because there will be crossover. Sometimes people have asked me, why do you put these in here? I'm single, I don't want to buy the couple, or vice versa. Well, there's a few reasons, but mainly you could start out at the beginning of the year single and later in the year you're a couple, and that could switch. You could start out as a couple and later on you're single. That's the main reason, but there are some other reasons, but hopefully you'll check those out. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot Spread 7-card psychic tarot readings. Those videos are extremely popular. Lots of people like the Horseshoe Tarot Spread. I do one every year. There's 7 cards in that reading. There's a lot of information, psychic messages and insights for you there. Those predictions started in August of 2022, but go all the way till August of 2023. So if you haven't watched those yet, you've still got 4.5 months of predictions that could still come up there for you in those Horseshoe Tarot Spread readings. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on a video on YouTube, where I channel these messages through, you could follow me on social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I've started posting these about a year ago on my YouTube community pages as well, because some people don't like those other social media pages and they just go to YouTube. So I'm posting it there as well. And it's usually about 5 paragraphs long. And many people find either 1, 2, or all of the messages resonate with them. So you may find they resonate with you too. So I hope you'll go over to my social media pages on Instagram and Facebook and check them out. And again, I know you guys are probably sick of it. I'm going to mention it again because I just had somebody write me this morning and tell me there's another fake fraud cloned account of mine on Instagram. I got to warn you guys, they copy the pictures. It looks like me. It is pictures of me. I don't really know how they're allowed to get away with doing this. There really should be better protections about doing it. I don't get it, but that is the case. So if anybody contacts you on social media and says they're me and acts like, oh, I'll give you a reading, it is absolutely 100% not me. I only work from my wait list, which I closed in 2018, still have over 1,000 people on it, and I work from my cancellations list, which is still open, but I will be closing probably by the end of this year because it's just too long and I'll never get through these people. I can only do a few private readings a month because of the recordings I do here for YouTube, the recordings I do on Vimeo, plus I also do Reiki healing sessions for clients and some private readings. I don't have time anymore to do a lot of private readings. So if somebody's contacting you on Instagram, please block them, report them, and block them. I can't see them because they block me. The only way I know it happens is when you guys write me and tell me. Otherwise, I don't know. I could search my name and nothing's going to show up but me. But they block me, so I can't see that. So if you could please report them and block them and don't fall for what they're doing. They're trying to get your money and they're also trying to get your private information. So please don't fall for it. If you, the only way you're ever going to hear from me personally is if you have signed up to be on my cancellations list or wait list. That's the only way. Otherwise, I'm not friending you, I'm not following you, I'm not soliciting you at all. And if you would like to help support the work I do here with my readings on YouTube, I have a donation link down below in the description box underneath all these video series I mentioned. And thank you so much to those of you who have donated. It does mean a lot to me and it does help me a lot. I had a criticism recently of somebody telling me they didn't like me begging for money. I'm just going to let you know that when you buy my Vimeo videos and you donate to my channel, that is my living. I don't have another job. I do private readings, Reiki, and the videos on Vimeo, and if you guys donate. That's how I earn my living. I don't have another job. I don't do something else. This is it. It encompasses an awful lot of my time. I wouldn't really even have time to do another job. Taking care of my son, who still lives at home, and my dog Max, and my property, and then the work I do. I don't have time to do any other work. So those of you that don't like it when I mention this stuff in the past, this is my living. I'm not doing this on the side. So thank you so much for your kindness and your donations. It does mean a lot, as I said, and it does help me a lot. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you this month of May 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.